In this video, we will look at the Android App Iceberg, moving from apps that most people know and use to lesser known but useful applications. If you're ready, let's start with the visible part of the iceberg. These are the apps almost everyone knows, but you might have missed some of their features. KD Connect. KD Connect allows you to connect your phone and computer, enabling seamless interaction. For instance, you can sync all the text you copy and paste. You can transfer files quickly between your devices. You can manage media on your computer from your phone, or even control your computer's mouse using your phone. Let's say you're watching a video on your computer and you receive a call on your phone. Instantly, the media on your computer pauses. Once your call ends, the media resumes playing. Zoto PDF Editor. May no one be first to deal with PDFs on their phone, but if you ever find yourself needing to edit a PDF on your phone, Zoto can be a lifesaver. It has many features like editing PDFs, highlighting text, and more. It lets you sign documents electronically, scan files, convert and compress PDFs, all from your phone. Spotify series. The Spotify app series is one of my favorites on Android. The Spotify apps for calendar, contacts, file manager, gallery, and messages are entirely open source, ad-free, and excellent software. Personally, I use their calendar, file manager, and gallery apps. You won't find another ad-free app series as good as this. Device info hardware. This app shows you all the hardware details of your phone in minute detail. From the processor, battery, and screen to the memory, it reveals even the finest details that are not listed on your phone's box. End-to-Auth is an open source end-to-end encrypted software that allows you to sync your two-factor authentication keys across all operating systems. In my opinion, it is by far the best two-factor authentication software. Google Messages. The reason I've included Google Messages on this list is that it's currently the best SMS app by far. Firstly, it is excellent at blocking spam. It genuinely prevents spam SMS from showing up in your inbox. Secondly, it supports RCS, which is SMS with end-to-end encryption. This means when you send an SMS, only the recipient and sender can see it. Your mobile service provider cannot access your messages. However, to use this feature, the recipient's phone must also support RCS. Thunderbird. The Thunderbird mobile app is newly released, but I think it is the simplest and best email client on mobile. It lets you gather all your email accounts in one place and quickly read and respond to emails. AntennaPod. AntennaPod, again, in my opinion, is by far the best podcast tracking and playback software on Android. It automatically downloads all your podcasts. Its interface is great. The player is incredibly customizable. For example, you can set it to skip silences during playback. VLC. Just like on other platforms, VLC is the best video playback software on Android. It supports all codecs, letting you watch any kind of video. It's not just limited to videos, you can also play your music, you can set up playlists and listen to your local music files. Shazam. Shazam helps you easily identify music playing around you. It also keeps a list of the songs you've identified in the past. Now we're in the shallow waters. Only some curious people venture here. About 70% of the people know these apps. Before we move on to shallow waters, I want to show you an even more intriguing app. Today's sponsor, Brilliant. One of my favorites app on my phone is Brilliant. With Brilliant, you can learn tons of concepts in a very easy and digestible format. With Brilliant, it's not just the learning experience. They take a unique approach to learning. You get to understand concepts from the ground up by interacting with problems. Each lesson helps you build toward the knowledge you actually want to acquire. Once you've completed a course, you'll have a comprehensive understanding of the subject. This way, you're not just memorizing facts, you're developing critical thinking skills and truly learning the material. Brilliant also makes the process easy because you can learn anywhere you have your phone. You can set custom streak goals and Brilliant will help you stay on track. You can even do a quick practice session in just a few minutes to maintain your streak. Brilliant covers a wide range of topics, from math to programming to data, and one of my recent favorites is large language models. We hear about large language models every day. ChatGPT, Claude, and other companies constantly release new models, but how do LLMs actually work? With Brilliant, you can learn about LLMs from the ground up. To try everything Brilliant has to offer for free for 30 days, visit brilliant.org, Yusuf Tech Talks, or scan the QR code on the screen. You can also click the link in the description, plus you'll get 20% off annual premium subscription. Thank you Brilliant for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to shallow waters. AnkiDroid. AnkiDroid is software that helps you with memorization. Using a flashcard system, it periodically presents words to you, ensuring you don't forget them. It's especially great for language learning. You can design your flashcards with audio and visual elements. You can also download thousands of pre-made flashcards from Anki's website. Adaway. Adaway is a software that removes ads from your phone. While it's more useful for rooted phones, it can still block ads by creating a VPN connection even if your phone isn't rooted. SyncThing4. This software lets you quickly synchronize folders across all your local devices. Whether it's your phone, computer, or laptop, you can perform file synchronization on any of them. Let's talk about launchers for a bit because Android has a lot of launchers. Nova Launcher. Nova Launcher is one of the most customizable Android launchers. You can completely personalize your home screen and app drawer. It integrates seamlessly with the other apps on your system. For example, if you enable Spotify integration, you can search for and play music directly from Nova Launcher. You can customize gestures from top to bottom, and the free version has no ads. Niagara Launcher. The concept of Niagara Launcher is to use your phone as efficiently as possible. You set your favorite apps, and if you need to search for an app, you swipe to the side or swipe up to search using the keyboard. It's a great launcher for those who prioritize productivity and minimalism. Unlauncher. If you want to maximize your productivity with an Android launcher, you can use Unlauncher. This launcher is black and white, doesn't display icons, and focuses only on what you need to do. Considering research shows that color increases screen time, Unlauncher's goal is to eliminate distractions and help you use your phone efficiently. Obtainium. Many Android apps are not available in regular stores and are instead downloaded from GitHub. The problem is that you don't get notified when there is an update. Obtainium solves this issue. When you use Obtainium to download software from GitHub, it notifies you of updates and allows you to update your GitHub installed Android apps with a single click. WikiReader. This software allows you to read Wikipedia pages cleanly. It offers a much more enjoyable and comfortable reading experience compared to the browser version. Breezy Weather. This is the most customizable and detailed weather software on Android. It shows air quality, temperature, wind, and how the temperature feels. It pulls data from over 50 sources. It's an open source software with no ads. What more could you ask for? Local Send. Local Send enables fast file transfers across all your devices. Think of it as an Android's version of AirDrop, but it works on Android, Windows, Linux, Mac, and iOS, all operating systems. All you need to do is install Local Send on all your systems, and you can quickly transfer files over your local network. Mule. Mule is an improved privacy-focused version of the Firefox browser. It's my main browser on my phone. Firefox Focus. Firefox Focus is a browser that doesn't remember your history. Whatever you search for or do, it resets all history and cookies every time you exit. Chromite. If you want a Chromium-based browser with enhanced privacy, you can use Chromite. Many features that improve your privacy come enabled by default, and it has a built-in ad blocker. Simple Time Tracker. This app helps you track how you spend your time by categorizing activities. Most of us spend more or less time on tasks than we think. Simple Time Tracker completely addresses this issue. It allows you to easily track how much time you spend on tasks and weave monthly, weekly, or daily graphs to see where your time goes. Forest. Forest is a great app for those who can't stop using their phones. Every time you avoid using your phone and focus on your work, you plant a virtual tree. Over time, these trees grow into forest, visually representing the time you focus. Now we move on to the middle of the iceberg. Less than 50% of people have explored the apps here. Wavelet. Wavelet detects your headphones and provides equalizer settings tailored to them. You can also personalize these settings if you prefer. Yet another call blocker. This is the most effective spam call blocker I've ever used. It automatically identifies spam numbers from public databases and blocks them when they try to reach you. This way, you're free from spam calls wasting your time. Diski. This app shows you which apps and folders take up the most space on your phone using a minimal and attractive interface. If your phone runs out of storage and you want to find the culprit, this key can help. Widget Color. This app allows you to add beautiful, colorful widgets without any payments or ads. Gadget Bridge. Gadget Bridge lets you use all the features of your smartwatches and wearable Bluetooth devices without having to install their intrusive official apps. Most wearable tech apps collect data about you and send it to their servers, sometimes even requiring you to create an account. With Gadget Bridge, you can enjoy your wearable technology without these privacy concerns. Kizzy. Kizzy allows you to manipulate Discord's rich presence feature to display whatever you want. Feeder. A clean, minimal, and customizable RSS reader for Android. It helps you gather all the channels and articles you follow in one place. Infinity for Reddit. After Reddit's API changes, many good Reddit clients disappeared. Infinity for Reddit is one of the last standing. However, if you want to log in, you need to pay. Alibi. Alibi records audio with your microphone in the background and can save the last 30 minutes of record on demand. Chooser. Everyone places a finger on the screen and the app selects one person randomly. Well, how could this be useful? For instance, if there's a debate over who should pay for coffee, you can use this app to decide, or it's also handy for games and some other stuff when you need to choose someone random. Mitch. Mitch is an unofficial client for itch.io. You can download and play games from itch.io without needing to create an account or log in. LibreTorrent, an open source torrent client that allows you to download torrents on your phone. Metadata Remover. Every photo you take contains hundreds of metadata points, such as location, the device used, and the time it was taken. If you want to strip all of this data before sending a photo to someone, you can use Metadata Remover. Carbon, a text editor for Android. You can edit many text formats, and if you're a programmer, it also offers syntax highlighting for easier code reading in dozens of programming languages. Hojav Launcher. This one is for for Minecraft fans. Hojo Launcher lets you play the Java version of Minecraft on your phone. You can even use mods from the Java version while playing on mobile. Birthday, an app to track birthdays of your friends and family. It has a calendar view and shows stats as you add people to your list. Personally, I use a normal calendar for this, but for those wanting a more advanced system, Birthday is a great option. LibraFD, the best ebook reader on Android. It supports all file formats, allows you to resume reading from where you left off, and is incredibly customizable. Plus, it's open source and it's ad-free. 1DM Download Manager. 1DM lets you download media from virtually anywhere. Think of it as the Android version of Internet Download Manager. It captures the media, it can split into chunks for faster downloads, and even support torrents. You're now in the deep waters. Only about 20% of people know and use the apps listed here. Basic Call Recorder. This app allows you to record phone calls in high quality. You can set rules to automatically record calls from specific people. However, to use this app, your device must either be rooted or running a custom ROM. Installer. Installer creates a second profile on your phone, isolating apps installed in this profile from the main one. It's especially useful for apps that violate your privacy, but you still have to use. Or if you need to run 2 instances of the same app, Installer can help. Activity Launcher. This app lets you create shortcuts for hidden features on your phone. Sometimes manufacturers hide certain features, making them hard to access. Activity Launcher solves this problem by providing quick access. Android. If you need to write an ISO to USB drive from your phone, Android makes it easy. It's a simple and reliable tool for ISO writing. Remote Video Camera. This app lets you view cameras connected to the same network. For example, you can repurpose an old Android phone as a security camera and monitor it using another Android device. Briar. Briar allows phones to call and send messages over the Tor network or a local network. In case of crisis such as earthquake where internet access is unavailable, Briar can quickly establish a communication network. FFshare. Using the FFmpeg software on your phone, this app allows you to compress and convert video and file formats however you like. Image Toolbox. This is hands down the best image editing software on Android. It offers over 230 filters, can automatically remove backgrounds, personalize images, add text, extract from images, resize images, and perform hundreds of other tasks. Irregular expressions. This app allows you to write text in various styles and fonts. Even if some apps don't normally allow this, Irregular Expressions lets you easily use different fonts. Amaze File Manager. Amaze is one of the best file managers on Android. It features a minimal interface and lets you quickly perform actions like copy pasting. If you have root access, you can navigate root directories. It supports SMB, SSH, FTP, and SFTP protocols, so access cloud servers, and you can encrypt or decrypt files using AES. Termux. For those who can't live without a terminal even on Android, Termux is a great choice. It provides a terminal environment without requiring root access, and you can use apt to download numerous terminal utilities directly to your phone. Fake GPS location. As the name suggests, this app lets you spoof your location. While some apps can detect the fake location, it's a handy tool if you need to change your location for any reason. Zip Extract FD. This open source software allows you to extract all compressed file formats like zip and tar.gz on your phone. It also lets you compress folders into any desired formats. SDMate SE. The best cleaner for Android. It can find and delete leftovers from uninstalled apps, clean unnecessary files, and detect duplicate files. It even lets you schedule these tasks to be performed automatically. Davix5. If you store your calendar and contacts on a third-party server, Davix5 syncs this data with your phone. For example, I use Nextcloud and rely on Davix5 to transfer this data on my phone, making it an essential app for me. Neo Backup. This app allows you to back up all your apps along with their data. It's especially useful for users who frequently switch custom ROMs, but you have to note root access is required for it to work. Swift Backup. As an alternative to Neo Backup, Swift Backup works without root access using Shizuku. It also lets you back up your apps and their data efficiently. We've reached the bottom of the iceberg. Less than 10% of people know or use the apps listed here. Winlator. Winlator lets you run Windows applications and games on your Android device using the Wine tool. Yes, this is no joke, there's an application like this. While it doesn't guarantee compatibility with all Windows apps, it works with some of them. SetEdit Settings Database Editor allows you to edit all of your phone settings as if they were text files. It's particularly useful if your phone manufacturer has hidden certain settings from the graphical interface. With SetEdit, you have full control over your device. Linux Command Library. We haven't forgotten about our Linux enthusiasts. This app contains over 6,000 man pages, letting you look up the most frequently used Linux terminal commands directly from your phone. It's a lifesaver when you urgently need to reference a command. TrailSense. This app uses your phone sensors to help you survive in nature, designed for hikers, campers, and outdoor enthusiasts. It lets you set markers markers to return to specific locations, save trails to find your bag, check the weather, and see how much daylight is left. With dozens of other features, it's a must-have for anyone venturing into the wilderness. Android Firewall Plus. Android Firewall Plus allows you to completely block internet access for apps installed on your phone. You can disable Wi-Fi, mobile data, or local network access for specific apps. However, this app also requires root access. NetGuard. A similar app to Android Firewall Plus, but NetGuard doesn't require root. Instead, it blocks internet access through a VPN connection. Orbot. Orbot encrypts your phone's app traffic via the Tor network, allowing you to bypass censorship and access restricted apps or websites. It also lets you use the Tor network directly from your phone. Limbo Emulator. Limbo uses camera virtualization technology to let you run virtual machines such as Windows or Linux directly on your phone. Vectras VM. Like Limbo, Vectras uses camera virtualization technology to run virtual machines on your phone. Why did I include two of them? If one doesn't work on your device, the other might, so it's listed as an alternative. Shizuku. Shizuku lets you access many root level features without rooting your phone. By enabling developer debugging and granting permission to Shizuku, you can use apps that rely on root access, provided that they support Shizuku. For example, the previously mentioned Swift Backup app works seamlessly with it. Kanta. Kanta allows you to uninstall any app from your phone, including system apps, without root access. It works in integration with Shizuku, making it a powerful tool for decluttering your device. RCX. RCX provides a graphical interface for using rClone on your phone. rClone is a powerful tool that lets you connect to all cloud services and encrypt your data. While rClone is designed for desktops, RCX brings its functionality to Android. We reached the end of the Android App Iceberg, but alongside it, there's another one, the Linux App Iceberg. If you're interested in discovering similarly fascinating and unique applications for Linux, click here to dive in.